only human. For I delight in the law of God, according to the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from this body of death? I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then, with the mind I myself serve the law of God, but with the flesh, the law of sin. Romans 7, verses 22 through 25. It was late on a Friday afternoon. I was at the Greyhound station, eagerly waiting for the bus to arrive. I was planning a number of baptisms for the next morning in a church that did not own any baptismal robes. It was not an insurmountable problem. I knew of a church that had plenty, so I phoned and asked if I could borrow some. They promised to put them on the next bus. When the bus arrived, the package was not on it. The clerk behind the counter did not care. I'm sure it'll show up one of these days, he told me. Can't we trace it? I asked. He shrugged. Listen, I don't need them one of these days, I assured him a little more forcibly. I need them now. His indifference was pushing my buttons, and I lost my temper. The exchange grew tessier by the moment, and eventually I stormed out. A few hours later, I got a phone call. They found the package. When I walked back into the bus station, the box was on the counter with the name of my church written on the side in big, unmistakable letters. I felt deeply ashamed. I'd been a terrible witness and was horrified to discover just how close to the surface some of my old, pre-Jesus nature still lurked. But then I remembered Paul's words. He wrestled with the same things. He loved the Lord, and he wanted to live as a new creature. But in this world, immersed in a sinful atmosphere and confronted daily with temptations and irritations and annoyances and people that just bugged the ever-loving peas and rice out of you, it's challenging. And you refer back to your old nature sometimes. There is a reason that the Bible teaches that we are to live by faith. We must consciously choose to believe that we are new creatures. The devil will present many opportunities for us to doubt that the new birth is real. And when we slip, he will be quick to question and to give us our own questions about everything. We must refuse to listen. I apologized to the bus station clerk. It was the least I could do. I even told him that I'd behaved poorly for a man who professes to be Christian. He smiled. I get it, he said. You're just a human being. Smart guy. We should all be so smart.